Hey everybody, how we doing today? Adam here with Creatures of Darkness Reviews, and today I am bringing you A Night in the Abyss, which is also the band we're going to be talking about, so that's pretty fucking cool. So these guys are pretty cool, man. Super blackened, like a tech death deathcore band from the UK. They have a few releases over quite a few years, actually. The band formed in 2011, with their first release being in 2015. I don't know how accurate that is, them forming in 2011 and not really having a release till then. However, but from what I am finding on like Spotify and Bandcamp and everywhere else, essentially their first release I'm finding is officially 2015. But it was a 3-track EP on Bandcamp, and the Spotify version has a fourth bonus track. The EP is titled Theophagy or Theophagy. And the songs in order are Deicide, Theophagy, Divination, and the bonus track is Vessel for Evil. The release date, according to Bandcamp, for Vessel of Evil and the rest of the EP is the same day, but shows up as two separate releases. Like Vessel for Evil was a single release. But like I said, the release dates say the same thing, so I'm unsure if it was actually released later and added in as a bonus song later, or if it was originally that was the case. Either way, let's move on. I enjoyed this EP, guys, and not to say that these guys aren't heavy, because they are for sure, but it was more on the relaxing side of heavy. I didn't feel like tense, like I had uncontrollable headbang urges, that prevented me from doing other tasks. Like, no shit, there are bands out there that I can't listen to while doing specific things, because all of my attention will be pulled onto the band, and I'll literally just be, that's all my focus, and it's just nuts. But I was jamming these guys at work the other day, going through all their stuff, and it was just a super laid-back morning shift, man, with these guys playing. I really was digging them. Let's move on to this next release, though, you guys. The next album was 8 songs, and we have a real nice solid album here, too. It's not an EP, it's about 35 minutes. I was really impressed with this album, honestly. It's really, really just so groovy, and I'm really not a huge Cookie Monster fan. I usually like to hear a lot of like vocal change-ups and show a little more diversity in the vocals. And these guys do use like highs and other ranges, but it's more uncommon and rare. However, what I am gonna say though is that the Cookie Monster isn't even bad or like obnoxious, which is what I usually describe it as. I really dig the voice of our vocalist here. The last EP vocals were a bit intense in the mix, but here in this album they sit much better. It's a lot nicer. It's really smooth. So the album is titled Necropolis. The 8 songs and in order are Aborted Idol, which at a first glance thought it was aborted lol, but no. Next we have Cold Hearted, Comeuppance, Nepotism, and The Human Condition. Pavor Nocturnus, Pestilence, Gaia, and A Family Crucifixion. I really get more of like a death metal sound from this album too. I feel like it's not as core sounding to me. The vocals almost sound a lot like Flesh God, but more diversity, I think. It's super nice overall, great elements to the whole album. The orchestration is really nice too. You can't go wrong when you do really good orchestration. I really love the piano, and I always love really great piano and like violin parts in heavy music. It just makes it a freaking masterpiece when it's really done well. So I'm really hoping to see some stuff in the future. They are signed to Hollowed Records, So I'll be confident in future material. I will be leaving all of their relevant links for you guys to go and check out on their Facebook. So you can go follow them, like their Facebook, Spotify, merch, etc. And they do have some super cool tees too, guys. 12 pounds, so what, roughly 15 US dollars. So I would support these guys if you can, spread the love. And once again, guys, thanks so much for joining me today for another Creatures of Darkness review. I am Adam, and I will see you in the mosh pit.